Hello, hey, what's up? This is me, Kirsten, and this is the It's Giving Mystical podcast, and this is your weekly card pull for the week of May 10th, 2024. Hi, how are you? How's it going? May, listen, people are feeling overwhelmed. There's a lot of energy, a lot of rebirth, a lot of dying away. Since that Scorpio full moon, things are still shedding. People are, the best way I can describe it is like molting. What I mean by that is that the word that keeps coming up is experiential. There's this experiential shift happening. So you'll notice yourself in situations that might feel familiar, but you feel like a different person in them. Your responses are different. Your feelings are different. Your perspective is different. Your words or even how comfortable you are in the space, all of those things are changing. And some are going to feel really good. It's going to feel really exciting that you can be in the space so differently. Some are going to be a little tight. There's going to be like, wow, this is too small for me. This doesn't work for me anymore. And in general, there's just a lot of it. And so it's exhausting. It's tiring. It's tiring to do the work required to shed, do the work required to molt. We think of like shedding or a snake shedding its skin. You can kind of feel that as a passive activity, right? Like the skin falls away, but it's not. It's an active activity. It's something that the snake wills for itself. It's something that the snake desires for itself, something that the snake prepares for. And so when the molting itself happens, there's effort required. Energy required. So be kind to yourself while you're figuring that out. Mother's Day for a lot of us coming up this weekend, and a day that is so dynamic because mothering, it means so many things. It means so many things for you in your own life. It means so many things culturally. It means so many things as you mother and as you are mothered. And I will remind you of something that my friend Maureen says about family constellations work. And I think it's one of the tenets of family constellations work in terms of working with your parents, is that until we fully embrace our mother, and that doesn't mean we condone her behavior, it doesn't mean she becomes a perfect person or we make her a saint, but when we recognize the basic simple truth of without her, we would not be here, that we all arrived via a mother, one way or the other, maybe via multiple mothers. She was our gateway into this life. And so what Maureen always says is until you are willing to fully accept your mother, fully say thank you to your mother for just that, maybe more, maybe hopefully much, much more, but the simple fact of she was your gateway. When we're able to really, truly appreciate that, until we're really ready to truly appreciate that, we're really not ready to truly appreciate life. And when you can fully embrace your mother, you can fully embrace life. That might be a lifetime, a journey of a lifetime. That might be something that sneaks up on you. You might not even realize it's something you're dealing with, and yet maybe that's part of your molting right now. How was I mothered? How do I mother? How do I mother myself? How do I hold myself with just sweetness and unconditional love and acceptance in the hard times and the uncomfortable times? I had the experience this week, right? I'm so stressed about my daughter's party. It's getting better. But like I've been so stressed, like keeping me up at night stress, which is really not my average day. I've worked really hard to get to a place where I sleep really well at night. And so when things keep me up, it's always very shocking. I don't handle it very well. What was so hard about it, I was thinking this yesterday, it's not that I'm stressed about the party. It's that I'm so judgmental about the stress about the party. So it's not I'm having a human experience of trying to do many things and having so much strong desire to make this wonderful for her, to use this party as a vehicle for my love for her and how just she lights up my world, and I want to at least on this one night light up hers, right? So it comes from this beautiful place, and there's stress involved. There's effort required. And that is what it is. And I'm human. So it's going to be uneasy and I'm going to struggle with it sometimes. But the judgment around the stress is really what's eating me. Like, why am I so hard on myself about feeling stressed? So I say that like, how am I mothering myself, right? This is my daughter. This is a party I'm throwing for her as her mother. How am I also learning to mother myself better when I'm messy, imperfect, stressed out? How am I holding that? How comfortable can I be with my own discomfort? Just in the light of Mother's Day, it means many things to many people. And I just offer this idea that if nothing else, can we make peace with the fact that our mother was the vehicle for us arriving? Bring yourself to this weekend, this Mother's Day celebration, whatever that means to you, remember that how you mother yourself is paramount. How kind and gentle you can be with yourself, how patient you can be with yourself as you go through the very tender, very vulnerable, very growing pain-filled experience of being human. Start with how you mother yourself, how kindly you speak to yourself, and then celebrate that. Celebrate the ways you've grown or shifted or evolved in that dimension, and what a gift that is in your own life, but that what that ultimately is a gift to everyone you touch's life, because the more patience you have with yourself, the more patience you have with the world. That ain't the truth. Aho. So for the week ahead, I pulled the Ace of Pentacles. Aces, gift from God, gift from heaven. We could all use one. Earth energy, so body, money, the world, touch, food, beautiful, beautiful nature. A gift from God, a gift from Source on the material plane. I feel like we're all due. I feel like everyone could use that. What comes with the pentacle is the need to nourish it, the need to tend to it. So it very much has the energy of the seed, the carpe in shamanism. The seed that you plant that needs your sunshine and water and love to grow, to bloom. So the ace this week will be a new way of feeling the material world. And I bring you back to what I said in the very beginning about an experiential change. Like, that's different. That's different. And it could be in the food you eat. It could be in the way you feel the world. It could be in the way you handle your own body. It could be in the way you handle money. It could be in the way you handle touch and smell and sound. Like, it could be a very sensorial experience, but it's an experience. It's something you can kind of point to and name and live through, live with. The Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful, warm, possible, hopeful energy. And really all it requires of you is to not neglect it, not ignore it. So again, like I was just saying about that mothering example, and what they say in family constellations is to get to a point where you can say with an open heart, thank you for life. Because thank you for life to your mother is thank you for life to Pachamama, to the greater source. And when we can really feel in our depth how grateful we are to be here, it changes everything. The Ace of Pentacles is like that. It's this sense of yes to the world, yes to life, yes to the material plane, yes to incarnation. That idea keeps circling us. It keeps showing up for us. The Hierophant in this month is going to be asking us to remember what is sacred to us, to reconnect to what is sacred to us. And the Ace of Pentacles in this 8 years is particularly important because it's like this thing you can touch and hold and connect with. Here it is. Here is a gift. Here is a gift. Pay attention this week to what that looks like in your world, how it comes in, the experience of its arrival, the experience of your interaction with it is so important, and it's so telling. It's revealing something really important to you about where your challenges are, but where your possibility for growth, for expansion lies as well. Ace of Pentacles, such a beautiful energy. Yeah, I was going to say one more thing, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it here. I do think there's something about this moment that requires our deep compassion with ourselves and an opportunity to be here now with the material world, with something solid. The invitation is to be here with this experiential change, with this molting, with this physical transformation, with this shifting experience of the material plane in a way that has patience with it, right? That doesn't need to bust through it, doesn't need to get to the other side, doesn't need to make this get over with. There's something about whatever you're deathing around, whatever you're rebirthing around, whatever you're growing, evolving, molting around, let it take its sweet time. There's something about patience and time and the ripeness of it. Let it take its time. And usually I think about ripeness, think about a melon. But what I think about now is a cake that's being baked, or a soup or a stew that's on the stovetop. Let it take its time. Let it get to a place of real sweetness. Know that the more willing you are to sit with it, whatever it is for you, the more it's going to reveal itself. Look at it, spend time with it. Gaze into it and let it reveal itself to you. And it's going to mean many things to many people, but it has something to do with this gift quality, something to do with this appearance, something appearing in the world oh, that, interesting. Don't rush through that experience of revealing, of revelation as it comes into your world this week. Okay, cool. I hope that's helpful. May you feel these gifts. May you see these gifts, however they show up for you. May it be really crystal clear. That's my wish for you. Like, this is the gift. This is the seed. This is the thing that wants my love because it has something to give back to me, some sweetness, some deliciousness. It wants to feed back into my life. All right, cool. Talk to you later. Wherever you are in your motherhood journey, just know that there's always an opportunity to be the mother we need in our lives. And there's nothing silly or small about that. It's a very real, very beautiful, beautiful opportunity. I hope that you feel some of that this Mother's Day. I hope you remember how precious you are, how sacred you are, how much you deserve loving, tender patience with yourself and from the world. Bye. It's giving everything is sacred. It's giving art. It's giving light you up and turn you on and set you free. It's giving curiosity. It's giving freedom. It's giving love. It's giving you are more magical and powerful than you can comprehend. It's giving, I don't know what's happening, but I am so here for it. It's giving you are pure potential. It's giving mystical.